If you've got a memory related to the one I'm about to share with you, you got to promise me you're going to stick around to watch till the end because this is going to be insanely helpful for you. So at some point in your childhood, you're like making noises. You're going like, ugh, or you're like, woo! And some adult authority figure says, hey, stop that or keep it down. Like, I need to focus. They shut you down, okay? If you've had that experience in your life, you got to watch till the end. When we're born into the world, we have very little conditioning in that we're not using language, we're not using social norms. Hell, we don't even know like what things are okay to put in our mouths. Okay, that's how ignorant children are. Now they very quickly learn what is allowed and what is not allowed based off of the authority figures in their life, aka mom and slash or dad. And one of the first things that this external authority does is show us how to suppress our sacral sounds. Think like kid in the toy store that's like, ooh, 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 I really want that toy, I really want that toy. And dad is like, no, we can't afford it. For the parent and the adult, it's like, yeah, we can't afford it, I can't buy that. Do you want a toy or do you want food? But for a kid, here's what they hear. What you want doesn't matter. And this is devastating for children because it causes them to grow up suppressing their sacral sounds as a result of wanting to avoid the consequence of some external authority. Like let's advance it a little bit more. Like let's say you're a teenager and you're like hooking up with your crush in your bedroom, but you don't want to be too loud, so you're like muffling the sounds of pleasure and excitement when you're hooking up with your crush for the first time. Move it forward a little bit more. You're at work and your boss asks you to stay a little bit later or work overtime. Your gut goes, but you say, oh yeah, sure, of course. You do that for 15, 20 years and you are going to get sick, my friend. So if you made it this far in the video, you might as well do this exercise with me. I'm just going to ask you some questions and I'm going to help you stoke those sacral sounds that might have been suppressed when you were a child. Do your best not to go up into the head and just answer with sounds. Go, uh-huh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. If it's true for you, ew, If it's not true for you, any sounds will work. Just like make some sounds, like, and understand, like, it's okay to sound stupid. Okay? Let's do it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Did you take the breath? Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? Did this video make you emotional at all? Do you have any memories like the ones that I talked about? Did you get good sleep last night? Did you remember your dreams? Do you like what you do for work? Do you like your dad? Do you love your dad? Do you like your mom? Do you love your mom? Do you love yourself? Do you like yourself? Wonderful. Deep breath in and exhale. Sacred calibration complete. Now, if that felt awkward for you, great. If you forgot that you're supposed to respond with sounds and you ended up saying yes and no and using words, great, okay? I'm not looking for perfection with this. I'm not. I'm just looking for participation. And it's the same thing with your sacral. Your sacral is this. It's your sexual creative energy. And it lets you know when you have energy for something, when you want something, and when you don't have energy for something, and when you don't want something. And by want, I mean like you either want to be inside it or you want it to be inside you. Again, sexual creative energy. Most people have learned to suppress it because of what I talked about earlier. But as an adult, you do not have to continue with that suppression. Exercises like this sacral calibration are incredibly helpful, but only if you practice them on a regular basis. And so I have made a playlist with almost 100 sacral calibrations here on TikTok. Practice to your heart's content. Practice makes permanent, not perfect. Practice makes permanent. What do you want to be permanent? What are you practicing that you do not want to be permanent that you are still practicing? Now, it's also worth mentioning that 70% of the population is literally built to operate on these sounds. They're called generators and manifesting generators. The other 30% is more empathic with these sounds. So the uh-huhs and uh-uhs that you may have been feeling, if you're a projector, reflector, or manifester, those sounds are not always going to be about your body and your system. Sometimes it will be the sexual and creative echoes coming from other people, especially people that you're really close to or people that you're doing stuff with. If you want to find out what type you are, just visit ReikiMarco.com or visit the link in my bio and generate a body graph. It's absolutely free to see what your body graph looks like. And if you want a more detailed report, I have super affordable reports that are custom generated for you that'll tell you all about your human design on my website. Run, go get it.